Namaskaram. Today, I just wanted to um, talk about the art of singing Gamakams. Gamakam is essentially a way to beautify aswara in Carnatic music. So, when you are taught as a beginner, you are generally taught to sing plain swaras, which is the right way to learn it. You need to know the original swara first before you begin to explore the gamakams, which it's a little bit more nuanced that only advanced people can learn. But I just wanted to articulate how you could learn to sing gamakams even earlier in your learning phase. So let's take the example of Mohanam. And by the way, gamakams are very, very subjective in the sense that based on the raga that you're singing, the way you sing the gamakams will change as well. So I'm going to stick to Mohanam right now, partially because it's kind of very simple to sing even for beginners, and also you can relate to it because it sounds very familiar to everybody. So when you first sing the Arohanam and the Avarohanam of Mohanam, this is how it goes. Sa ri ga pa da sa da pa ga ri sa ri ga pa da sa da pa ga ri sa. So it's all rendered in a very plain fashion, as you observed. So where does gamakam fit in? Obviously, when you sing the songs or even alapana or any other form of music, you will not see that the swaras are plain like this. Sa ri ga pa da sa da pa ga ri sa ri ga pa da sa. So what's the difference? When you sing the da, the plain da sounded like this. Da. The same da, depending on the context, it can have various forms of gamakams even within the same raga. So for example, pa da, if you want to stop at the da position, then you typically keep it plain. Pa da. Or if you want to go up and then come down again, then the da will be very different. For example, pa da pa. So you go to da and then come back to pa. Pa da pa. Pa da pa. So this da was like little stressed on the da. So da is sung like that. Pa da pa. Pa da pa. So this da comes from sa and then lands in da. Sa da pa. So that's the technical detail of that gamakam. Pa sa da pa pa da pa. So that's one da. Now if you want to keep going up from da, then it will be like this. Pa da sa pa, sa. So this da is little bit more artistic. You can see that one single da, technically if you zoom in with a microscope, you will see that it will have 4 or 5 swaras combined into it. For example, it will be like pa da sa, pa sada sada sa, pa sada sada sa, pa da sa. So that is a one form of gamakam. Then when you come down from sa to da, that will be an entirely different form of gamakam. Sa da pa, sa da pa, sa da sa da pa. So that's a different gamakam. So there is more varieties that you can bring in. People also sing more gamakams. Sa da pa, sa da pa, da sa pa. So that is also another da, but it is even more nuanced. Da pa re ga pa da, ga pa da ga re da sa. See, that is another form of das. We see so many das, the single swara in Carnatic music. There's so much we can bring in the form of imagination. There's so much innovation that you could bring into swara singing. Sari da, ri da, sa da, pa da, ga da, ri da, pa da sa da. Padari sada, padagari sada, gapada pa, gapadi gapada. See how many das I just sang. So that's the beauty about Carnatic music, is that it allows you that freedom to bring in your own stamp or signature into the same ragam. So the Mohanam sung by one person need not sound similar to a Mohanam sound by another person. So it could be entirely different, and each one could bring in their own signature into the raga. So that's the beauty about it. And this is just one swara that I took in one ragam to show a sample of what we can do in the form of innovation, improvisation, in the form of gamakams particularly. Now imagine there are so many other swaras and so many other ragas in which there are so many swaras. So this is not going to take 1 session or 2 sessions to be able to master gamakams, but this is just like a starting point for us to think about what all we could do. When we do gamakams, it's also important to know when not to use gamakams. It's very important, because adding gamakam at the wrong swara position can actually shift you into another ragam altogether, completely spoiling the mood of the raga. So for example, in Mohanam, the ga should be rendered plain mostly. There are certain types of gamakams we should not do. If the gamakam introduces another swara that is not in the raga, then that gamakam should not be sung. That's a simple thumb rule. There are going to be a little bit of exceptions here and there, but by and large, this rule will stick mostly. So for example, if you say ga, so that was a plain ga. If you sing ga like this in Mohanam, that's completely wrong. If you see ga, ga, so ga, that ga takes you to ma, gama, 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 gama. When you sing like that, since you are hearing ma, that is abhaswaram. That is the swara outside of the boundaries of Mohanam. So you shouldn't sing that gamaka. But you can sing this gamakam. Ga, ga, ga is perfectly fine. But if the ga introduces slight swaras that are not in the context of Mohanam, then you should avoid it. At least until you know how to control it and not make it sound like unmohanam like. So yeah, so I think certain things we are going to be learning as we go along, but keep this in mind and at least treat this as an initiation into gamaka singing. Hope you liked it. Please follow my future videos as well. Thank you.